Hey, you want it? I got it. Let's talk about it. All right, SmackDown. Ooh, ooh. SmackDown tonight. ugh, I really don't know what to say. It was it was very predictable. I mean, on every match because it seems like every week it's the same people. Like I've been saying, fighting against each other over and over again. You know, the Triple H with this writing and putting matches together. It's getting worse and worse and worse. Please, please, as you know, this is raw and uncut. Okay, please don't forget to subscribe, like, share, and leave a comment. All right, I'm trying to get to 1,000 subscribers. Just started my YouTube channel about 6 months ago. It's climbing, but I need to get 1,000. And when I reach that 1,000, I will be giving something out randomly to somebody, you know, lucky and stuff, and it will be well worth it. All right, let's get to it. All right, we have Solo Sikoa coming out with the MFTs, uh, saying that they run SmackDown and how he's ran over and destroyed Jacob Fatu, Sami Zane, and Jimmy Uso, and how he destroyed him and stomped him and all this other stuff. And then Sami Zayn comes out and stuff, and he's asking Solo Sikoa, can they talk? And so they get the MFTs out the ring and stuff. And as they're talking, Solo's saying that you know he was going against Rusev, to fight, and maybe would have got him in position to fight, for the championship. And but he lost, and it was because of Solo Sikoa and the MFTs and stuff, And then he's telling Solo Sikoa that there's two championships that he hasn't had, and we all know that Sami Zayn has not won a U.S. title or a world title. So he's letting Solo Sikoa knowing that he's coming after his title. Solo Sikoa didn't take it so well, and so he tries to sneak shot one on Sami. Sami blocks it. They get to fighting. They get to jumping on Sami. Then out comes Jimmy Uso, and then Jimmy Uso and Sami are getting beat up and everything. And then here he comes. Jacob Fatu comes out and they help, and then they clear the ring. Solo Sikoa and the MFTs, and then Nick Aldis comes out and he sets everything up for a 6-man tag. And we all knew that because it was so predictable. As soon as Solo talked, we knew who was going to come out, and that's how it happened. And I was calling it even before it happened and stuff. But yeah, so now we got Chelsea, in her service, talking to Nick Aldis and everything about Alexa Bliss and them being the next tag team champions and stuff like that. So it sets up a match with Alexa Bliss and Piper Nivens. That match really, really, really blew chunks. That's why I just want to say just really blew chunks. But anyway, another roll up, another roll up win for Alexa Bliss in that match. All right, then we got Jay Cargill, Tiffany Stratton, and Nia Jax. Feuding about who's going to be the next champion and everything. And Tiffany's saying that the story might change, but the outcome is the same and stuff and all that, and then Nia is telling Jade, she should sit back because she already had a chance, at the title and lost. But hell, hasn't Nia Jax done the same thing? And she's failed also. So it's the same three people that's been going at it, for the last few months and stuff like that. And then we get the match with Mello Don't Miz with Carmelo Hayes and The Miz and Fraxiom, which was a pretty doggone good match. I have to say the match was okay. It was good. And so I'm glad that Carmelo now is finally getting into the ring, even though it's with Miz. But I think the Miz was kind of called out, by Motor City Machine Guns and stuff, and telling, saying to Carmelo Hayes, is it him or is it the Miz? You know, does he, so there's gonna be some stuff there. It looks like they having some little, disputes in the ring anyway after, you know, the match because the Miz stole the match from Carmelo Hayes. Really, Carmelo Hayes did one hell of a move. His Miz don't. I mean, his don't miss. Move. Um, what does he call it? Can't remember what he calls it. But anyway, the Miz tags in and he wins. And he pins. I believe it was Axiom that he pinned. But anyway, that match is over. Then they go to the saying that Cody Rhodes, update is that Cody, is not able to wrestle to come out. I guess he's injured from what they're saying. Because Drew McIntyre hits him with the belt and then he claymores him through the announcer's desk. So, yeah, I guess Cody might be a little bit, in trouble, maybe hurt, injured in it. But anyway, then we have again Tiffany talking to Kiana James, and Kiana James, I guess, is trying to get Tiffany to join them and stuff, and promise that she'll get a pink championship and all that other stuff. But I mean, who cares about all that stuff and everything? Put them in the match. Let somebody go at it. If it's going to be Tiffany going against Julia, let it happen and stuff. But anyway, Tiffany walks off, and then Meechin comes up and tries to talk to Kiana James, and then Kiana James kind of disses her and goes away. And then we get Drew McIntyre coming out, in his promo, saying that he didn't attack Cody Rhodes, or Cody Rhodes attacked him, and all this other craziness and and stuff like that, and that he's hoping that Cody Rhodes gets better so he can finish Cody off and stuff like that. It's the same old talk, same old everything, same old with the same old people. It's like hit the rerun button, and that's what you're gonna get the next week. You know, and then we had the Street Profits. You know, talking to Nick Aldis, and then out comes DIY, and stuff. So we got that thing going. Um, so we got DIY and the Street Profits and stuff. The match was a pretty good match. I mean, it was okay. But they, Street Profit beat them. So whoever's next for the Street Profit, probably the Wyatt Six and everything. I mean, Solo Sikoa was coming out, talking all his stuff, saying that, in order for the Street Profits to move on to the championships, they'd have to go through, the MFTs and stuff. So, the Street Profits say, hey, we're always ready for a fight and we want the smoke. So bring it on. And then we have the R-Truth backstage thing where Karrion Cross and stuff. Karrion Cross thought he got into R-Truth phase, but I believe Ron Killing showed up. And Karrion Cross walks off. And then we have the match where it's Solo Sikoa and the MFTs going against Sami Zayn, Jacob Fatu, and Jimmy Uso. Nothing really big in this match. Like I said, everything was predictable. And stuff. And Sami Zayn gets the pin again over Solo Sikoa, and it's over. It's done, and that's it. This stuff, man, that they're putting out is crazy. It's so predictable. I'm hoping that it gets better as we go down and down the road and stuff. I mean, I think Clash in Paris is gonna be horrible. I mean, it's the setup to it and everything is just bad. We got like 2 weeks away from it, so but please don't forget to subscribe, like, share. Please leave a comment. Tell me how you're feeling. If you agree with me, disagree with me, just let me know. Like I said, I'm working on 1,000 subscribers. Please, please subscribe. Thank you, thank you. God bless you. Deuces, and I'll see you on the next video. Thank you.